So, my name is Lance, and I'm 26 years old, and I'm just kind of doing this because I visit the Dentures A New Smile forum quite a bit, and a lot of people on there do their little video logs and stuff, and so I said, well, there's a whole bunch of girls doing it, but there's not really any guys, so maybe I'll try and be a little fresh, try to be a little original. Yeah. So, I have always had, kind of a jacked up grill-ish, sort of. I don't know, it's just something that kind of wears on the confidence a bit. When you don't have really pretty teeth, you can't really smile, big face and everything. And, mine had been messed up for since I was 18, they were messed up, really. Used to go to the dentist a lot as a kid. And so they were pretty much taken care of up until then, when I decided to kind of go out and do it on my own. And so right now, I'm not obviously gonna show them because it's not something I want to do. Because what if somebody I know actually watches this and they're like, oh. It's just, it really does such a number on your confidence level. Because, I'm a pretty cute guy. I like to think I am. Turned a few heads in my day, if you will. And so, when you can't smile, and you just come across as kind of, I don't know, standoffish, it's no bueno. It's no bueno at all. The gay thing's kind of weird because gay guys are usually really 100% all about image and the way they look and maintaining the way they look, manscaping, all that good stuff. And so it's definitely held me back a bit. It's held me back from actually going after guys that I thought were super cute or that were sweet or funny. And even when they hit on me or whatever, I'm like, they're gonna have to see my teeth, they're gonna have to do this, and it's just I don't want to go through that. So I've been single for since 2007. It's now 2012. That's insane. I'm 26 and I haven't had a relationship in years. That's stupid. And I've met some really good guys recently that I just don't want to I don't want to start talking to them because in a few days I'm about to lose all my teeth. And so it's going to be, they'll see me this way one day, and then boom, the next day I've got a full grill that I probably can't talk with. I'm very excited that I do get to get it done, though. And finally over with, because it's trash. It is trash having ugly teeth, having to watch how you talk, having to explain. I'm really nervous about coming back to work with just boom, big smile, lots of teeth, because nobody sees me talk with showing of the grill. And so having to get readjusted to that, and then everybody knowing, that's what gets me. There's a select few at work right now that do know, and I'm going to get a little closer because I don't know if you can really hear me or not. There are a select few at work that do know what's going on, and they're all really, really supportive. But it's not something that I really care to share. I don't really want to just go around, oh, I'm getting dentures. I'm getting full dentures at 26, because that just it makes you feel like you're kind of like a failure, sort of, that you can't even save your own teeth. So, and just not being able to smile in pictures really gets you too. It does, because when every picture on your Facebook is duck face, I rock the duck face. When every picture is duck face or smiling with your mouth closed, and there's not a single one with your mouth open, you've got to, people are obviously, they know something's wrong there. Nobody just smiles with their mouth shut that much, unless there's something that they don't feel comfortable with. And, I've always been like that. My grandmother's a professional photographer, and growing up as a kid, I always, big cheese, big grin. But when I was 15, 16-ish, I just kind of stopped. My teeth weren't that bad at that point, but they weren't really beautiful. But I just kind of stopped. So, I mean, it's weird that I'm going to be able to smile again with my mouth open. I haven't done it in so long, I just can't even picture it, honestly. Yeah, I cover my mouth a lot when I talk, or I try to find things to do so it doesn't show off, which is another thing that I'm sure a lot of people go through. You can't really laugh very large, because you're like, or you have to cover your mouth when you laugh, and that's just, I mean, who goes, who does that? Nobody does that. It's stupid. But I know it's definitely going to boost the confidence and the morale, and maybe make me look just a little bit cuter, which is always well. So yeah, I mean, this is going to be hopefully ongoing, and I apologize for the shitty quality. I'm taking this with my fucking 3GS iPhone, like I'm a fucking caveman back in 1999 with my 3GS. Yeah, classy. But yeah, the Dentures forum, Dens, if you will, however you want to say it, has been a real lifesaver. There's so many sweet people on there, and I found it through watching Callan Jacks, something Jacks, from watching her videos and reading through the comments. And honestly, she is probably the main reason that I'm so just gung-ho about getting into this and just going for it. Because, I mean, she's just put herself out there for everyone to see and just doesn't seem to give a fuck, honestly, which is really cool. I got mad props for her, super mad respect. I am going in a few days. Today is the 2nd or the 3rd, I think it's the 3rd, I could be wrong. And I'm going in on the 10th to get all of the rest of my tops taken out and a set of full uppers. Super fun. And so, yeah, I went in about 2 months ago, and I got right here. I got front next to it, which is still kind of just a pulp, and then another one right next to it, which is just horrible. And all the way back over here on the top are gone. Honestly, I'm kind of happy that I got that done first, because I can kind of tell what it's going to feel like when the rest are gone. So, I mean, that helps a bit. A little bit nervous. It's time, though. I've still got my 2 fronts, but the way they are with the gum disease that I have, it, I don't know, like I've had, okay, up at the top, they'll start decaying, and they started on this side, like back here-ish, and they just kind of decay from the top to the bottom, and then they just pretty much come off, and there's just like a little root left. It's really nasty. I've been saying to myself for like the last 2 years, I need to go and get them, and last year, this one right here, not the front one, but the one right next to it, it finally went. And, I mean, that's just kind of really embarrassing, and that's when I first started trying to, like, train myself to talk with my mouth closed, and that's not that easy. It's really not that simple. But yeah, I guess what kind of pushed me into, like, actually going for it this time is the fact that the fronts are starting to do that. This one specifically, this one's not as bad, but this one here is starting to deteriorate pretty quickly, and I'm not going to go without those. I mean, when you have to sit in front of the mirror and, like, watch your mouth move when you talk so you can figure out, like, how you can speak and kind of cover it up and how you can't, things, they gotta change. This side, the tops, it's kind of, like they're all gonna have to go, but I'm focusing on the tops right now because they're not as bad as the bottom, or the bottoms aren't as bad as the tops, which is really good. Here back, they're horrible. It's just a big hot mess in there. My insurance only covers up to $1,000 per year, and so I've already run out of insurance for the tops, and I don't know why I keep doing this. Yeah, but yeah, the insurance pretty much no, there's nothing left for the rest of the year. So in the past month and a half, I've been making little payments to my dentist, getting ready for the 10th. And so far, I paid like no, it's been more than that, probably 500 or 600 ish, which really sucks. I mean, I'm sure a lot of people out there, $600 is nothing, but I'm 26. I've got kind of a shitty job. I love my job, but it doesn't pay well at all. I'm front desk at a hotel. For those of us who don't make that much money, or just struggling to get by, $600 is a lot. That's a lot of money. So trying to save that up and come up with the money that I need to get them fixed, so that I can be happier about the way I look. It's a lot. I don't understand why it's so expensive. It's crazy that there's not some kind of like assistance program, and there may be. I've researched, I've Googled, so my fingers bled. That's horrible. It really is. It's just so expensive. And when you go through pain like that, it can be just such a bitch, because one toothache, my bottoms get them every now and then, not too often, but it goes all the way up your jaw and into your ear, and you can't function. It's the worst pain I've ever felt, really, and it's just unrelenting, and it never stops. And so I am actually quite addicted to my ibuprofen. Wait for it. It's with me at all times. I have to pop like 6 or 7 at a time just to cut the shit out. And I find if you break it in half, it works really quickly, which is very good. And so, it's been a ride so far. I'm hoping that it's not too bad when I do get the dentures, because I work with a couple of ladies now that they don't have any teeth at all, and they say that the teeth that they get are the dentures they had. It's really hard to get used to. And so, I'm not going to walk around gumming it down, just be like, that was retarded look. I'm probably editing that out, just FYI. But I'm not going to walk around like that. I refuse. So, I'm going to do what it takes to get used to them, and hopefully it's not too difficult.